call this meeting to order. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please remember to silence your phones and pagers. First item on the agenda is citizen concerns. Do we have any citizen concerns? Hearing none, I will ask for approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ung, second by Taylor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. Passes 5-0. Items 3 through 8 constitute a consent agenda of routine action items to be considered by one motion. Items pass unanimously unless a separate vote is requested by a board member. Item 3, approval of the minutes of the May 1, 2018 meeting. Item 4, approval of claims. Item 5, county auditor A, received county recorder's report of fees collected. Item 5B, approval of resolutions adopting and levying special assessment in the Little Sioux Inter-County Drainage District of Monona, Woodbury, and Harrison counties, also for the McCandless and Sandhill Lakeport districts. Item 6, human resources. A, approval of memorandum of personnel transactions. B, approval of Title VI non-discrimination agreement between Iowa Department of Transportation and Woodbury County. Item 7, Board Administration, Dennis Butler. Resolution fixing date for May 22, 2018 at 4:45 p.m. for a meeting on the proposition to authorize a loan offer agreement and the issuance of notes to evidence the obligations of the county thereunder. Item 8 is Board Administration. A, approval of lifting tax suspensions for petitioners who failed to recertify their income or income does not qualify for continued tax suspension. Item B is approval of resolution for a tax suspension for initials LG.
I'll move the consent agenda.
I will second the motion by Mr. Ratty. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Sheriff, how long will it take for your item? We have a fixed time at 4:35 for a property sale.
Not sure what that is.
Approval and reading of Woodbury County Proclamation recognizing the...
Yes, you're reading that one.
Would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, well, I can do that in 2 minutes. I'll try to remember the date.
Next week.
No, I know that. President Kennedy signed a proclamation, I believe, in 1962, honoring Law Enforcement Week. At that time, I believe it was Law Enforcement Day. It was meant to be May 15th. They have now turned it into Law Enforcement Week. It's been honored by every president since. And it is a one-week celebration. We'll be doing ours Monday at City Hall, inside, at noon. Afterwards, we will be having a presentation for award recipients and those who have received medals or some type of outstanding service for the year. And you're more than welcome to come. That presentation happens at around 1, and there'll be cake and some sandwiches. So appreciate your attending. Noon at City Hall. And 1 o'clock afterwards.
You're right, I don't have time to read it.
Yeah, that's a lot of whereases. So
we are at the fixed time for property sale, public hearing and sale of property parcel ending in 028, also known as 1621 Villa Avenue. Public hearing is open.
Hearing no one to speak for or against, Mr. Chair, I move that the public hearing be closed.
I will second that motion by Mr. Taylor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Public hearing is closed. Do we have any bidders for this property, also known as 1621 Villa? Will you approach the podium, please, and identify yourself?
My name is Natalie Bass.
Natalie?
Yep.
And the minimum bid is $189.
Yep.
Would you like to enter a bid?
Yep.
Minimum bid?
Yep.
$189?
Yep. 189.
Okay. Do we have any other bidders on this piece of property? Going once? Twice?
So seeing no other bids, I move that we sell the property for minimum bid to Natalie Bass. Second.
Motion by Radig, second by to sell the property to the bidder for $189. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Thank you very much, and Heather will take care of you there. Item 10, the aforementioned approval and reading of Woodbury County Proclamation recognizing the 2018 National Law Enforcement Memorial Week. To recognize National Police Week 2018 and to honor the service and sacrifice of those law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty while protecting our communities and safeguarding our democracy. Whereas there are approximately 900,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members of the Woodbury County Sheriff's Office. Whereas nearly 60,000 assaults against law enforcement officers are reported each year, resulting in approximately 16,000 injuries. Whereas the first recorded death in 1791, more than 20,000 law enforcement officers in the United States have made the ultimate sacrifice and been killed in the line of duty, including 11 law enforcement members in Woodbury County, Iowa, to wit: Special Agent Kevin J. Kramer, 1996; Captain Philip A. Heimbecker, 1993; Corporal John E. Herman, 1993; Patrolman Warren T. Hodgins, 1973; Captain Joseph P. Davidchick, 1968; Matron Mary Eileen Heilman, 1959; County Attorney James R. Brody, 1959; Chief Deputy Jimmy Biggs in 1959; Patrolman Sylvan E. Dykstra, 1953; and Deputy Lewis R. Jones, 1921; Chief Detective James G. Britton, 1993. Whereas the names of these dedicated public servants are engraved in the Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Sioux City, Iowa. Whereas 135 new names of fallen heroes from 2017 are being added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial this spring in Washington, D.C. Whereas the service and sacrifice of all officers killed in the line of duty will be honored during the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund's 30th Annual Candlelight Vigil on the evening of May 13, 2018 in Washington, D.C. Whereas the Candlelight Vigil is part of the National Police Week, which takes place this year on May 13 through 19 of 2018. Whereas May 15 is designated as the National Peace Office Memorial Day in honor of all fallen officers and their families, and U.S. flags should be flown at half-staff. Therefore, be it resolved that the Woodbury County Board of Supervisors formally designates May 13 through the 19th of 2018 as Police Week in Woodbury County, Iowa, and publicly salutes the service of law enforcement officers in our community and in communities across the nation.
Move the approval. Second.
Motion by Radig, second by to approve Woodbury County Police Week proclamation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0. A little bit early for Glenn.
Dave can draw some more.
Yeah. Then why don't we run to Mr. Malloy? Item 12, approval to proceed with 2018 County PC replacement project.
That's not Portland cement, right? The attorney.
John Malloy, IT. What you have in front of you, supervisors, is the 5-year replacement plan for county PCs. Approximately 140 PCs in that narrative there. and includes some part-time help as well. Answer any questions?
They're all needed?
Yes.
All right.
Is getting one sale someplace, or?
Yep, we usually go to, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to go there. But we standardize everything, so this will get us to Windows 10 on all of the county and city PCs throughout the network. So when I say all, 99%. So standardization is a big deal for us, instead of buying 10 here or 5 there. Yes, Supervisor.
Thanks, John. So the $5,500 for the part-time employees, is that something that you do as a temporary hire? Do you add costs to current staff, or how do you?
The intent right now is to hire 2 part-time employees for the summer. So we had a similar event last summer with the city. I'm hoping to do the same thing with the county, although albeit they're less PCs. So we're hoping that's a high water mark for that amount.
Okay. And this is already programmed in?
This will be in our CIP for 2018-19, which we'll borrow a year from this month.
But we've already planned that for FY19, is that correct?
It was not in there, no.
Why wasn't it?
Why wasn't it? Because this just came about the last 2-3 months. Usually we've been replacing them every 3 years, but our CIP plan changes for 18-19, usually on a monthly basis. So it's something we'll just add because we don't borrow the money till next May, which won't be payable on debt service till 19-20, fiscal year 20.
When you say it just came about, you mean
We've been talking, what, about 2-3 months now?
The finalization of the
Yeah.
plans, yes, yes.
We had no definite number to even plug in,
Okay.
which we change our CIP 18-19 on a routine basis right up till May. So it's something we'll plug in, but we don't have to worry about paying for it till the following fiscal year 20, which we do through our CIP loan.
Okay.
It only happens every 5 years. It is something we actually sit there and build up funds over a 5-year period, because when you borrow the money, you have to spend it within 2 years anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Malloy?
I'll go ahead and move approval to proceed with the 2018 county PC replacement project.
I'll second it.
Motion by Taylor, second by Raddick. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0.
Thanks, Board.
Thank you. This is Deputy Auditor. Are we close enough to the set time? Okay.
I'll move 13.
Item 13. Go ahead and approve it.
Second.
Motion by Raddick, second by Taylor to approve and to refund SSMID taxes paid to residential property owners in the SSMID district. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0.
That's SMID bilingual.
Okay.
SMID district.
I was just curious how I missed it, that we were.
Communication Center, public hearing and approval of third tower lease amendment with new singular. There it is.
Good afternoon.
We are in a public hearing. Is there anybody who would like to speak in favor of or against? Hearing none, I will motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion by DeWitt, second by Ung to close the public hearing. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0.
I'd move to approve the third tower lease amendment with New Singular.
Second.
Motion by Taylor, second by Ung, for approval of third tower lease amendment with New Singular. Any other comments or questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Glenn.
Electric as always.
Secondary roads, Mr. Nera. Receive quotes for one pickup truck for the secondary road department.
'Tis the season we're buying 2018, or fiscal year 2019 equipment, so I just need a minute to figure out which ones are which. Do you have your letter open there?
Yeah, I don't want to do it this year either. Well, you never know what happens in a few months, you know.
We have one bid for the half-ton pickup truck, and that is from Kneffler Chevrolet. Purchase price $34,478. Trade-in on unit 103, $1,700. Net purchase price $32,778.
That was the only bid.
That was the only bid. We sent out to 6 different dealers. I was going to pass out bid tabs, but it was kind of a useless action when
I'll move
the only one bid there.
I'll move the sale or purchase to Kneffler for $32,778.
I'll second that motion by Mr. Radig. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. That's 5-0. Item B, receive quotes for a tandem axle dump truck for the secondary road department. This is going to be more money, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that different than what we already have, Mark?
No, you already have one?
It's on the back of the,
On the back of our paper.
Oh, okay.
Not everyone has them. I use the online version.
For a while there, you were just getting things electronically, so
I do it electronically. I don't know if these guys do.
do you guys need a bid tab? Okay.
I'm all about the environment.
Our first bid is from I-State Truck Center of Sioux City, Iowa. Their bid, purchase price, truck and equipment, $195,003, no cents. 195,003. Less trade-in on unit 504, $20,000. Net purchase price with trade, $175,003. Good thing we're not a packed house today and I've got a place to set things. The next one is from Rees Mac Sales and Service of Lawton, Iowa. Purchase price of truck and equipment, $199,017. 199017. Trade-in on vehicle 504, $28,000. Net purchase price with trade, $171,017. The next bid is labeled, but they don't say who they're from. So. Cornhusker International Trucks. Purchase price of truck and equipment, $188,846.36. 188,846.36. Trade-in on unit 504, $15,000. Net purchase price with trade, $173,846.36. This bid is also from Cornhusker, so I'm assuming they bid a couple of different options or different truck assemblers. This is where we sometimes have, in addition to Stefan Truck Equipment, who builds most of our trucks, there are others. There's one up in Sioux Falls, one in Fort Dodge, one in southern Minnesota as well, who bid our equipment. Purchase price of truck and equipment, $181,763. Less trade-in on 504 of $15,000. Net purchase price with trade, $166,763.12 on 6676312. And continuing with Cornhusker International, giving us a lot to pick from today. Purchase price, truck and equipment, $184,383.36. So $184,383.36. Less purchase price, or less trade-in price on 504, $15,000. Net purchase price with trade, $169,383.36. And continuing in the same Cornhusker International. Purchase price of truck and equipment, $194,961.36. Less trade-in on vehicle 504, $15,000. Net purchase price with trade, $179,961.36. $179,961.36. Our final bid is from Boyer Trucks of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Securely taped, I might add. This is where I miss a pocket knife.
Just doing our job.
I understand.
Sheriff's probably got a gun, you could just shoot it open.
What's that?
Just shoot it open.
Yeah, there we go. Purchase price of truck and equipment, $191,240. Less trade-in on Unit 504, $27,000. Net purchase price with trade, $164,240. I request that the board receive the bids and allow the engineer's office an opportunity to review them and make a recommendation at a later meeting.
I move that we receive the bids.
Second.
Motion by DeWitt, second by Ung to receive bids. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0. Item C, receive quotes for one hydraulic excavator for the secondary road department.
The first one is from Murphy Tractor and Equipment of Sioux City, Iowa. We'll just take a look at the machine price with trade-in. Total price, $271,500. Trade-in on unit number 919, which is a 1999 John Deere 200 LC, $15,000. Net purchase price, $256,500. $256,500. General excavation bucket, which was an accessory requested, $5,200. 60-inch ditch cleaning bucket, $3,300. We're going to be trying to adapt existing equipment, but we also get a bid for these in case that it's more cost effective to buy new. The next bid is from Ziegler Cat of Sioux City, Iowa. Total bid price, $356,133.93. $356,133.93. Trade-in on unit 919, $11,500. Net purchase price, $344,633.93. The 48-inch bucket comes in at $88.49. The 60-inch ditch cleaning bucket comes in at $59.03. The next bid is from Reuters of Sioux City, Iowa.
Who is it from?
Reuters, R-E-U-T-E-R-S.
They're down behind Sam's Club.
Total purchase price, $243,850. Trade-in on unit 919, $31,700. Net purchase price, $212,150. Excavation bucket, $46.95. Ditch cleaning bucket, $31.25. They make a couple of notes on here that'll have to be evaluated as we review the specs. Next is TransSource Truck and Equipment of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Total purchase price, $276,474, $276,474. Trade-in on 919, $22,000. Net price, $254,474. The general excavation bucket, $55.12. The ditch cleaning bucket, $37.10. Next is Mid-Country Machinery. They make an outright purchase offer on the machine that we currently have at $13,500. And then we're back to Transource Truck and Equipment of Sioux Falls. We've been an alternate machine as well. Total price, $260,834, $260,834. Trade on 919 is $22,000. Net price, $238,834, $238,834. Same price on the excavation bucket at $55.12, and the 60-inch ditch cleaning bucket at $37.10. I would request that the board receive the bids and allow the engineer's office an opportunity to review them.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Ung, second by Radig to receive the bids so that they may review the bids. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0.
It'll probably take 2 weeks before you see either of these again at a minimum.
Okay.
Truck bids will probably go faster than the excavator. The apparent low bid on the excavator is a brand and a piece of equipment we haven't seen before. So even though it is substantially lower, we look at keeping these machines 12 to 15 years. So we want to be sure that we're looking at apples and apples with durability and machine quality when we go out and take a look at one. So.
Okay. Item E, consider award of project STP SCO97 5E-97.
The big number for us is always that parent number. So if you just ever want to call it 131 or 134, that's the simplest way to get through it.
I like that.
DOT received bids on April 17th for project work on County Road D54 from Highway 31 to the intersection of D54 and County Route L27. It's roughly 6 miles of concrete overlay on the Danbury Blacktop, which will no longer be black. So it'll be the white Danbury Blacktop, but with the concrete overlay. I think the folks in that area really liked the difference in the concrete overlay. We're anticipating anywhere from at least 8 to 10 years of additional life before we have to do major rehabilitation or patching. That's one of the reasons we're looking at this concrete overlay. This is a partially federal aid funded project. $1 million is coming from the SIMCO or SERPTA RPA toward this project. The low bid for the project is from Cedar Valley Corporation of Waterloo, Iowa, for $2,354,844.71. We would recommend approval of award of the bid to Cedar Valley.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Taylor, second by Radig to,
We can have a moment of discussion too, so just so I can give the board the full picture now.
if you want to.
There were competitive bids on this project. It did exceed our estimate by about 10%. Some of that is due to the staging out there because we have 5 homes that are in isolated areas where they're quite a ways from a mile road either way. So we have had to break this project up into 5 segments where they pave up to a driveway, stop until the cure is done behind it and then move forward. So in analyzing the bids and the project plan here, we think that's why it exceeded our estimate. The two bids received were the $2,354,000 from Cedar Valley. Knife River Midwest bid $2,445,000 to $86,35. Until the board makes a recommendation or at least a motion to approve, the bids are kept confidential. So once we're looking at you guys' approval, I can share those numbers. But again, we're comfortable with the bid because there was competitive bids. They were really relatively close on a $2.4 million.
How thick is the overlay on the?
It'll be 5 inches when it's done. Our typical new pavements range between 7 and 8. We have a substantial asphalt structure underneath that'll form the base for the pavement. So when we get done with these, we anticipate a 25 to 30 year service life without major rehabilitation.
Questions or comments?
This one, just so for the record, is addressing, I believe, 14E, and I believe we still need to do 14B, which is what.
Oh, final pay voucher, I jumped over.
Which was the original, I believe.
Did I read the wrong thing? I'm sorry.
We went to the last one. It's
Okay.
second to last.
I guess I recommend the board approve the final pay voucher on Project Perrin 131.
I'd move that.
Second.
This was our HMA resurfacing on County Road L37.
Motion by Radig, second by Potabom. Further discussion
And this is to approve the final voucher.
on 14D, yes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed say nay.
That's why my numbers weren't adding up when I was trying.
Yeah, I was looking at it wrong too, so.
Wait a minute, these are the numbers I have.
I'm sorry, I was so excited about the PC overlay project, I jumped
Well, I
right.
found it. It was just the next sheet, so.
Passes 5-0.
Apologies.
Technically, I think we had a motion on that too, so we can.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had
you
to
have a
before
motion
we had to, or else he couldn't give us
discussion.
the bids.
Sorry about that, folks.
So what'd you say Knife Rivers was again?
$2,445,000 plus some change.
Just this one on here, Mark?
That's the only place we need your signature.
Okay.
Thank you.
I believe we're done with Mr. Nera.
Oh, you just got to vote on the final.
Oh, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Passes 5-0.
Thank you very much.
Item 15, reports on committee meetings. Do you have anything, Mr. Taylor?
Couple. I think we had a great Centennial Week and appreciative of everybody's hard work. I think we're over 200 school kids, maybe much more than that, 400 adults the day before, and I think everything went fairly well, and we ended up in the black, so that's good money-wise. Rolling Hills, the 4th and 5th county boards today voted affirmatively, which, as you probably heard, puts us in the majority. There is one county that is left to vote. They have 30 days from the time of notice, or it's counted as a no vote. That's Carroll County. They had originally deferred. So my plan is for next week to put on the agenda a resolution approving the stipulations that they came out with as a governance board. There's nothing that prohibits us from taking that up. And per their 2080, we would officially be members of Rolling Hills at that point, effective July 1st of 2019. So with that, I think it's great news and something we've been working on as a board for quite a while.
Anything else?
Nope, not at this time.
Mr. Young?
Nope.
Marty, Keith, anything? Item 16, citizen concerns. Item 17, board concerns. Mr.
Problem again.
We're back under citizen concerns.
Thank you. I'll make it quick. 220th Street, the street where we had the seal coat project last year, with that we determined this to be the cause of the problem later, but we had some problems last week with oil tacking up off the pavement and onto people's vehicles. We were able to secure a quotation on some manufactured sand to address the problem. We spread and rolled that material into the surface on Monday, so we've addressed the initial problems we had out there fairly quickly after we became aware of them. What happened was we had those late snowstorms after the thaw. One of them, pavement had been warm before the snow hit it. When our plow operator made the eastbound pass, he took off a good deal of the chips that were spread on the oil and the seal coat on the eastbound lane. Folks down there were having some difficulty with their vehicles getting oil on them. We had a number of complaints, and again, they started coming in Friday. We were able to get a price quote and then mobilize a crew. We rented a double wheel steel roller to set the chips in the pavement and then spread them yesterday. So we'll be keeping an eye on it now to make sure that we don't have further bleed coming through that man sand. We may have to go out and apply at least once more before this is all said and done. We also had some problems with instability at the intersection. We think we got a little bit of trapped water there from when we did the project back in September. The way we're going to address it is we're getting a couple of quotes to put one of our concrete fillets right there by the intersection, so that the takeoff that first 75 feet roughly will be a concrete section to help bridge that area that's unstable. We're anticipating having those quotes in within the next 2 weeks, and we have two contractors' crews who are in the area looking at doing that work. But that'll probably be a project that'll be somewhere between $10,000 and $13,000, $10,000 to $13,000 to address. We're hoping it comes in that range of price. So.
Okay.
Was less than perfect with what happened to us here this spring, but we tried to react to it quickly and get the problem addressed. So.
Thank you. Board concerns.
Mr. Chair.
Sir.
So there is Siouxland Mental Health will be holding a conference all day on Thursday. I'm not sure if others are planning to attend. Wanted to make sure we were quorumless. So is anybody else planning?
I was planning on going probably from 10 to 12:30-ish.
Okay. I'm going to plan the same time and then a little bit in the afternoon. There is and I didn't know the means of addressing this, but there's an $85 person registration fee. So I don't know if that's something that we can register through the county if it can be approved in the claims. If there's a huge objection to that, I'd ask to know now. There's no meals, so.
Seems more work related than some of the ISAC stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Appreciate it.
We're adjourned.
I did kind of.
Well, hope things go well.
It's all right for us to use.